All right, good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Desk. My name is Christopher Zidane Mathews. I am your host, and I will be with you alone today. And if you've been following since the start of the schoolboy football season, you notice that Orville, when we do a Money Cup game in the middle of the week, then he's the commentator. So that's today again, and we're carrying Hydel High School versus Camperdown High School. Remember, just recently there was a controversy, ball going out in that Camperdown Mona game. The coach, Loftus, was very distraught and angry about that situation, saying he didn't like the performance of the official in that game. So they still have a chance. They have 3 more games, and they think that getting 3 victories could at least give them 3rd place. And you know, top teams from each group advance through to the next round, and the 2 best 3rd place in the Manning Cup. So you could be one of those best 3rd place. So even if you might not be able to get to the top 2 spots, then you still could advance if you are a good 3rd place team. So I think that's what they're aiming for. And Hydel is in a position, because Hydel is ahead of them. Hydel is in a position to get that. So it should be an intriguing contest, and Hydel is the home team. So that's what we're carrying. So we're going to run out of here at 3:15. So get your calls in as early as possible. So let's continue with the let me just say the cricketer Campbell, Mr. Campbell. There's an appeal process, and he can appeal, and he might end up getting a year, people. So if John Campbell believes that the ruling in terms of the amount of time that he will be suspended for is unjust, and the evidence, based on the evidence put forward by his lawyer, he should try and get the appeal in, and perhaps he will get the 1 year or 2 years. So forget about the arguments on the radio as to what Zidane thinks and to what Badger thinks, or anybody thinks that it is deserved, or you're not in agreement that it was too harsh, or it's neither here nor there. John Campbell there's an appeal process, and he can appeal, and he may be able to win the appeal, and he get less time. And I personally would have no problem with that. Because as I said before, you'd never want a person to be losing money. Yeah? You need money to do everything in life, pretty much. So you don't want anybody to be out of money. And him being out for 4 years would mean he's out of money. However, I'm not sorry for John Campbell, because he's not 19. He's not young. He's 29 years old. He has been around for a while now. We know that testing around the world has improved. Sportsmen and women are being tested far more, and they're more serious about it now than ever before. And John Campbell has been playing long enough to understand what the repercussions would be potentially if you refuse to do a drug test. If the testers come and you turn them away without any real reason that you didn't come at the time, and the rules state that they don't have to come at the designated time you gave to them, they can come at any given time. Once they see you and you're not ill, you're not dropping down, you don't have an emergency to rush to now, you're there doing nothing, you cannot tell the people then that you will not allow them to test you. That is a recipe for disaster. So I'm not sorry for Mr. John Campbell in terms of how he dealt with this situation. The only thing I'm sorry about is that he will lose money, as he don't want anybody to lose money. But the arguments going out now is that Jamaicans, the Jago people, or the Jago independent panel in Jamaica, whenever there's an independent panel for any case, people are saying that we are harsher than everybody else. I was looking yesterday evening, I was looking last night, I was looking early this morning. I am not able to find the data that tells us that the panels in Jamaica are harsher than the panels in New Zealand. I have not found any data to tell me that the panels in Jamaica are harsher than the panels in Australia, or Japan, or South Korea, or North Korea, or Russia, or Belarus, or Ukraine, or Trinidad, or Qatar, or USA, or Canada. I am not seeing anywhere where case is being brought forward and the case is bad and they get off lightly relative to Jamaicans. I'm not seeing the data. Where did this argument come from? Is there someone that's get up on the side and say Jamaicans are harsh against Jamaicans when there's when they're facing the disciplinary committee. Where is the data? Where is the... Give us the examples. We're not talking about a point to one thing and we don't know the case and what happened in the trial. I want people to give me multiple situations from other... Because it's not... America alone is the only country that drug testing. They all do it. A lot of countries in the world. And we're talking about sports because this is not track and field. John Campbell is a cricketer. So I want to know, give me the data, when you just stop come on national radio and just talk like when you're in a bar and scarce aspersions over people when I do them job. Where is the data to provide that is there to suggest that Jamaican independent panels are harsher on Jamaican sports people than any other country? Give me the Russian ones. Where the Russian get 6 months, 3 months when them decide refuse to take a test and run with the people in front of them yard? Give me the data. Don't just come and really come talk because you have a mouth. That's all. The argument, even if you want to say it harsh, fine. But the argument that the Jamaicans are harsher, you can't just come and just talk that out of the mouth because you have a mouth to talk. That is not quality analysis. We go to our first call. Deigo.
New York.
Good afternoon.
Spreading the news.
Yes, Deigo.
All right, let's come to the show where we get quality analysis. All will enter that show.
Yeah, wonderful.
No, let me just touch on the John Campbell thing because I hear it yesterday, but my in and out, and we never get to follow up and give my thing. But no, he got the 4 years for failure to submit a sample. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, he refused. He told him that he was not going to allow them to test it.
Right, so he's failure to submit a sample.
Yes.
And based on the laws and the thing, the maximum fine is 4 years.
Yes.
And what's the minimum?
I'm not sure. I think it could have been 1 year.
1 year, okay. No, I heard based on listening to you and yesterday to that, you have also said that John Campbell is rude, impulsive, ignorant, and obnoxious.
Yes.
So, I see your position, but my question is then if you interject that, so you're interjecting that to say he deserved the 4 years then?
No. I was interjecting that, saying that could be one of the reasons why the ban was so lengthy.
No, but you agree, so you support the ban of 4 years.
No, I don't support it. I'm saying I have no problems with it. It's not a matter. If he had gotten 2 years, I would have.
No, man, you said deserve the 4 years.
No, I'm saying he could have. I'm not sorry for him, my boss. I never said he deserved.
No, I didn't ask you that. I heard you say he deserved the 4 years.
All right, so let's say I said that. Yes.
Come on, man. You say you do it intellectual.
No, man. I say deserve 10 years. Yeah. I would have given him 10
years. He said he deserved the 4 years.
Yeah, I'm saying would have got 10. All right. What's your point now?
Right. So I'm saying to you now, what you are saying though is that the reason he deserved 4 years.
No.
Is also.
No, I said it could be. No. You're saying something that I did not say. I said because persons were wondering why the 4 years, and I'm saying to you, it could be a situation where because of his behavior, they give him the full length of the law that they were allowed to.
Oh, so there's a possibility then it could be that.
Could be, and it could be not because we cannot talk foolishness.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm saying now, so even if it wasn't that, the fact that he did not submit a sample, he deserved the 4 years.
I have no problem with the 4 years.
No. He deserves. I don't say you have a problem. You deserve. Two different things, boss. So I'm asking you a question. If the only thing he did was not submit the sample, because we don't know about the other things, then like you said, could be. Zidane Mathews is saying he deserved the 4 years for not submitting the sample. Yes or no?
Yeah, if I refuse and I have no good reason why I'm refusing to take the test, I could get 4 years, and I have no problems with that.
I'm not saying you're saying he deserved the 4 years for not submitting a sample.
Yes.
Okay. So then now it's also possible then, since you mentioned him, he's rude, impulsive, ignorant, and obnoxious.
Yes.
That it's a possibility then that the people that are making them think could be using that, and then it could be personal also.
Well, I don't know if I would call it personal.
Because
No,
hold on. Let me tell you why I call it personal.
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you why. If it's not just not submitting the sample, and it could be that he was rude, he was impulsive, ignorant, and obnoxious, then it's not just not refusing the sample. That is personal.
Let me ask you a question. If
no more. You see what I'm saying? Why it could be personal?
No, I don't agree that you could call it personal, because I'm saying to you, if you break rules, my boss, they have a window in terms of you can get.
No matter this is you're hypothetical.
But no, I'm not going hypothetical, my boss. I'm going real life. I'm giving you a real life.
No. I'm staying with the John Campbell thing. Don't try that.
Let me stick to John Campbell. Let me stick to John Campbell.
Unless you plan to give me 15 minutes.
But let me stick to John Campbell. I'm saying to you, in every jurisdiction, in every situation, how you react after you break the law can determine the length of your ban or suspension.
I agree.
Yes. So why are you saying it's... Why would it be personal?
I'm saying to you now, if part of the reason why you've given him the full maximum sentence is if you consider him being ignorant and obnoxious, it's based on his personal behavior.
Okay.
Not just missing the sample.
Yeah, man.
All right, let me move on to things now. Borrow bonds, can I come right back to borrow bonds again? All these people. And you know, Omar Tracy said something which is very important again, Zidane. We're not looking at the practical. Because maybe if he went to the lawyer of Churchill, Nita, Ambassador Stevenson, or P.J. Patterson, maybe that you would have to understand these things, the practical also matters too, you know. Maybe he made a mistake by using a wrong lawyer.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
that's a big point.
Yeah, no, that is an excellent point. No, that is an excellent point. Maybe a better lawyer would have argued well enough for him to only get a year, my boss.
Yeah.
So instead of people come and picking out on the panel, my boss, John Campbell should have get a better lawyer as well. And John Campbell should not have told the persons that he was not going to do the test. He was wrong.
Here's my $1 million question to you now. Suppose they had come out and given him a year. Would you have a problem that he got a year?
No, I would just say, boy, John Campbell, you're fortunate. Your lawyer brilliant and you're fortunate. But I wouldn't have a problem. Okay. I'm not against John Campbell.
Okay.
But I'm not against the persons who gave him the 4 years, because I think, based on how I heard the situation, he put himself in another position for them to be very harsh with him.
You made your thing clear and deserve the 4 years. I'm also saying to you, based on his behavior, then probably that and him faithfulness or whatever you were saying that he could have done, maybe them deal with it personally and say, oh, the boy come disrespect. You know Jamaican thing about?
It's not a Jamaican thing though, Deigo. It happens all over the world.
All right. You don't know Mr. Mike. You know Jamaicans very sensitive when it comes to them. Oh, yeah, deal with me, so yeah, disrespect and everything.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Mm-hmm.
No, back to Barabans again, the point I'm trying to tell your audience. This man has never tested positive for a drug test. Never failed a drug test. And not just Barabans, he's the next white man. I'm the one who use a black thing named Roger Clement.
Yes.
And because of that, it's inconsistent. You have a man named David Ortiz who was connected to PID and accused, and he's in the Hall of Fame. Somebody tells a lot of these things, personal feelings are involved.
Yes.
Who they like. Because Barry Bonds was not a snitch, and they love David Ortiz. You remember the David Ortiz who got shot?
Yeah, David Ortiz is a snitch. So David Ortiz is a snitch.
No, man, I'm saying to you.
So why was he in? Why is he in and the others are not?
It could be it's personal because David Ortiz never got to the case. It was Barry Bonds.
What personal issues they would have with Barry Bonds?
I'm just giving you my opinion.
Okay.
It could be the fact that he never snitched.
Okay.
And I'm taking personally.
And I'm asking if the other, and that's why I'm asking if the other gentleman snitched.
No, man, David Ortiz, no. I am saying to you, they love him. They must journalists voting, you know.
I thought they loved Barry Bonds.
No,
I never realized that they didn't.
They love David Ortiz. So sometimes it's who these journalists like. So my point is that if they're using the man's behavior and him disrespect and him this and him obnoxious like you're saying and him rude and him it could be also not just the man, could be a personal thing to it.
Yes, indeed.
And last thing with the cricket now.
No, we have to quickly.
We'll do the cricket tomorrow with Harvey coming.
All right, cool. Good. Big up yourself.
Cool, yeah.
We'll take a break. Our first break. We're coming. Welcome back. And who we have now, Asta? We have Omar Williams.
Hello?
You recover, Omar?
Recover?
Yeah.
From what?
When you tear off your face Sunday, my boss.
So we recover from VAR?
If you recover from the tear off face, I give.
We recover from VAR? What is your take, though, on the VAR? Was VAR the ultimate choice of that game?
No, man, your defense loose, man. You had a corner late, my boss, and you left yourself exposed at the back. You can't 30 seconds away from the break and you allow a counter attack. You have a corner and a counter like that occur on you, my boss. You wasn't thrilling in the game. So, and I think that was a major difference in the outcome of the game. Because perhaps now if Liverpool went in at one apiece, because Liverpool was the better team for me in the first half, and a slightly better team, in the first half. So maybe you come in with the momentum second half. Who knows? But you came with trailing, so you mean you had double work to do. So it's not VAR because the game about.
So what is
the coach not good, my boss.
What are your take on the VAR? That me ask.
No man, VAR is VAR, man. Your coach not good, my boss. We must apologize. We must call on England and apologize to Pep Guardiola to compare Jurgen Klopp with that man, my boss. Not at the same level.
No, man. No, me never. Well, I never compare him, but as I said before,
you Liverpool fans. I don't know if you are a part of it. Most Liverpool fans and other fans across the world complain about Trent Alexander-Arnold in terms of his poor defending. Then if it's glaring that Trent Alexander-Arnold is a problem, it is so obvious to you all, and the coach is maintaining that man as a part of his setup consistently. Then the coach, something wrong with the coach, and you can't rate up that coach, my boy.
But Trent could never be the problem, Zidane.
No man, Trent is a major problem when it comes down to defending for Liverpool. It's clear.
When it comes down to defend,
yeah, man.
Where does Zidane, man, as a man who analyze football, my boss? Don't defense is not one person.
No, but I'm saying a lot of errors occur because of what Trent.
But there's a lot of other players that
Yeah, but he's the worst, my boss. Trent is the worst defender in Liverpool, my boss.
Come on.
By far.
As I said before, the system is.
You're going to deny that?
Trent,
You're going to deny that?
No, Trent has always been Trent, my boss, and that's all I'm saying.
And I'm saying to you, there are many, many games where Trent Alexander-Arnold is the main cause of Liverpool's demise. And Liverpool has lost some title race closely. And the goal in the Champions League finals, I think Trent was at fault as well. Again. So I'm saying to you, if everybody can see it, my boss, and the coach cannot see it, the coach no good.
No, but look at Zidane. We have to be fair. We have to be fair and just, in what we are doing. Trent, not there nowhere as a defender. We understand that. Yes. The system that Jurgen Klopp has been playing over the last 6 seasons is with strong midfielders. So remember, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Roberts has been a leading assist man for the past 3-4 seasons, my boss. Is that factual?
Yes.
Right, because they get that freedom role to go up the field and think about defense as a secondary option, my boss.
And
because they have Gini Wijnaldum filling in, they have Endis filling in, they had Milner filling in, they had Fabinho filling in. Right? The same thing with Virgil van Dijk. That's why he looks so average now, my boss. He had a strong defense line in front of him defending. So all he had to do was pick up the ball, kick it back to Salah, kick it back to Mané, and the game starts again. It ended up in the next team net.
You're saying to me that Van Dijk wasn't great? It was because of his midfield, defensive midfield in front of him?
Of course.
No, sir.
That is what but I've been saying for 3 seasons,
I disagree.
So, all right. If Van Dijk is so great, then Zidane. Yes, because people usually tell me someone a goal now score for Liverpool.
So hold on. So Van Dijk is only great because of the defensive mids in front of him. And Klopp paid £80 million for Van Dijk. You show something wrong with Klopp in my boss.
No, but I have said this. So
you agree with me that Klopp may be a fool?
No, I said that publicly. I want if a group because she got a finish.
Right on the more cut you off for the radio for your system, my boss.
No, we can't tell her this.
Van Dijk attack defender, my boss. No man, no, my boss. You're wrong.
Omar Williams have got kicked out of many Liverpool groups.
Omar Williams, you're wrong. Would I kick you out too? Van Dijk on his own, my boss. A lot of time Van Dijk was isolated, and it showed world-class ability as a defender. With no defensive midfield in front of him. People break through Liverpool defensive mid, my boss, and the man show world-class ability. Many times he's isolated and he was brilliant, my boss. Don't do that to the man.
No, man, never. We can't tell him this, do that. I told him this.
You're joking.
He can't even read the coverage.
No, man, you're joking, my boss.
As a defender, I'm cheat too much, my boss. Me tell him this. If I need Van Dijk or Mathews to create a goal for me to score when me have Salah, Firmino, Diaz, no money, then that means I'm not going to score, brother. Me can't need my central defender to pick up the ball and I draw 5 pace with it. If you want the ball, give it to the midfielder. I give it to one of my attacker and come back and do your job. Your job is supposed to cover the side.
I would kick you out of the group as well.
Yeah, but everything has been proved to me.
No, my boss.
It's approved now.
No, my boss.
My boss.
No, man. The last time I said that I was being tongue-in-cheek. I never meant it.
No.
Because I think Van Dijk values the amount of money he was bought for, and Van Dijk has been brilliant for Liverpool for more seasons.
I have said this before.
Not.
You know, so 2 different single out for the past 4 seasons.
I can't believe this. You know how many games I see people break away against Liverpool, and Van Dijk was just excellent in recovering possession for Liverpool.
How much did I?
Many times, man.
I can't bet you.
You realize that Van Dijk was second in the Ballon d'Or race 1 year. It's unusual for defenders to win the Ballon d'Or or be in the last 3.
Right,
and Van Dijk was so outstanding, my boss, that he was voted second to Lionel Messi in terms of Ballon d'Or 1 year. I don't remember the year, my boss. What is wrong with you, Omar?
He was outstanding in what way, Zidane?
But understand what Omar watching on the people on TV.
All right, I want you to do some analysis for me tonight or later. Tell me how much duel Van Dijk make over the last 5 seasons, how much him win, and how much match saving tackle him win. And come back and tell me.
All right.
I guarantee you can't find 15.
All right, Omar.
In a 5 season, my boss.
All right, Omar.
But as I say,
we can't cut you out, but we'll kick you out of the group too.
As I say, good win, my boss. I see the win from the starting lineup because Jota playing behind the attack is foolishness.
Liverpool never play badly doing and they outpossess Arsenal in the first half.
But my boss, I cannot have Jota in a creative position, my boss. I have Nunes to lead the line.
No,
the attack, you have to play with 2 forward for that you're going to play.
The attacking aspect of Liverpool game was the problem in that game.
It wasn't?
No, it was the defense. But we leave it.
So you would have started.
Mr. The man, I don't know. I would not have, but I'm saying, even though I think Klopp now nowhere near Pep, my boss, it wasn't his attacking tactics that cost Liverpool the game.
Yeah, remember now. Arsenal play poorly in that game, my boss.
But Liverpool, but Liverpool has to get. You can't just jump and say Arsenal play poorly. Liverpool has to take credit for that. I don't understand my boss.
No,
you can't just come and say, Arsenal has decided to play poorly all of a sudden. You have to
No, remember now.
Listen,
Liverpool have the pass has been Liverpool.
The man picked him side, and I thought the side did very well going forward. But you don't know the thing with
so you believe Jota never on the side playing that role?
I'm saying to you, my boss, I would not have played Jota in that role, but it wasn't a problem. But it wasn't a problem. It wasn't the problem.
It was a big problem.
No, it was not, my boss. Well, you're wrong.
No, but
you kept the ball better than a team that keeps the ball very well. It means that your midfield was not an issue. Liverpool in the first half kept the ball better than Arsenal, my boss. They had 62% to Arsenal 38%. What is wrong with you, Omar?
You know what that was so good.
Omar, my God. You bramble today, man. You bramble bad today.
We catch him up, my boss.
Big up yourself. All right. Mr. P? Mr. P? Mr. P is no longer there?
Yeah, man. Hello.
Yes, Mr. P. Go on.
Yeah, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I hear Diego and Alvin and them things. What Dan Campbell was charged for? A behavior pattern or what?
He missed the drug test.
Exactly. So the maximum fine is 4 years. That's the maximum, and the minimal might be a year or 6 months, right?
Yes, correct.
They never give 4 years and 1 month, Then they give the maximum. And for the charge, but he was off doing, right?
Yeah.
No, you know the problem, Zidane. If people know the judgment, read the judgment, you could do that.
The possible judgment, because you can get between 6 months and 4 years.
Yes, but what happened, because we don't know, it was a closed, the case was tried behind closed doors, so people don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if people know, as you and Diego mentioned about lawyers, because if people know, it's two senior judge, prosecutor, God McBean as a KC, right? and Mr. Gaman.
He was representing Jago?
No. Yeah. They are in charge of the panel. Most of them use Mr. Gaman and Gart Mammee. They are QC. And if people, KC, if people ever want them record, me see Gart Mammee tie up senior lawyers, So the point is, as what I said, if you know the procedure, what goes on, and it was Mr. Gaman who prosecute that case, right? If him tell you, might be Marks, the cricketer, right? Some question and him don't give him any answer, and whatsoever the case might be, and he says, take for example, I remember a famous jockey, then charged for in and out running, right? No, fail for run out the match. And him use Ian Ramsey. When the film was showing, Ian Ramsey sit down beside the jockey, and ask him, who is that? Him say me. Ian Ramsey said, why you make me waste my time come? Because it was obvious. Say him could not do better, because once him see the jockey and see the ass, him knows how pull the man pull. Right?
Yes.
No, what?
All right, welcome back. Let me remind the listeners of the numbers: 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call and let your voice be heard. Text WhatsApp line 876-828-0925. We go to Mammee Bay.
Rumble in the jungle.
Mammee Bay, good afternoon.
Ship sail, how many men on board?
You're still not able to listen to us?
No, me not hear what going on.
Okay, one of us.
Me need to loud you, but if you provoke me, you withdraw me tongue, man.
Okay.
At 4 weeks now,
Well, I don't know what is
you come like either you are the messiah, if you go buy me a laptop where me can go on the app and something.
No, you just need a phone.
No, man, the phone, me did get the battery swelling it and destroy it, 2 years, not even 2 years.
Okay.
And it's supposed to have been a brand new phone, me don't understand. Anyway, we not going to dwell upon that, because I want a good Samaritan out there, from here and abroad, so you don't know it. Anyway, Licky Samson.
Yes.
One to the Messiah.
Schoolboy football.
Okay.
Once there's a midweek Manning Cup game,
I see what
Orville is the one that will generally
but
be the
you're
coming.
a strong man. You can row the boat by yourself.
Yes.
Anyway, Zidane. This 2020 game against Australia and England, you hear about it? A very recent one.
No.
Where I think Australia made 208 or something like that.
I wasn't following it no more.
And England chased it down and came within 11 runs.
I wasn't following.
I mean, I tell us a little something, I say, boy, I saw me want West Indies play, Even if you go down fighting, man. You can imagine, because 208 runs is a lot of runs in a 2020, little something.
I don't think it's fight is the issue with West Indies,
What is the issue?
We no longer have the quality players that we used to have at the T20 level.
So we can't do that then. We have to go carve some out of figurine.
Yes. Remember you're talking about Narayan, who is one of the best spinner in the history.
About some kind of brawl outside a football match. I think it was in either Brazil or Argentina. I can't remember. And somebody got killed, sir.
One person?
You heard about it?
One person?
One person, man. But even one person, little Samson, I don't like. It's like you hear some bizarre stories when they come on to football matches. No, what go on?
It happens, my boss. It has been happening for years.
I tell you,
these things happen from time to time, and it's not just now.
Even in our case, you can be at a...
There was a stampede, I think it was in which country? One of the country from Asia. Indonesia. Yes. There was an issue and there was a stampede.
Stampede cover 100 person died.
Yes.
That is not normal. That is like a...
So that's worse than the one little person you're talking about. Although every life matter, and I don't want anybody to die, but it shocked the cheese in terms of one person as opposed to 100 and something that died in Indonesia.
And finally, sir, because I no time run up. When I listen to Harville friend up the road this morning,
Yes.
I mean, a vibrant Keisha call. I mean, I say, boy, one to the ladies that call the sports desk, man. We can have some vibrant ladies. What go on?
I'm not sure, my boss.
I just badger every day and Wells.
And you?
Anyway, look at Samson. Stay strong.
All right, boss. You never saw that one coming. Big up.
Yes, man. Find that channel, big up. Yes,
yeah, man. All right, big up yourself.
Rollington Town, big up Mr. P. Big up G-Star.
Yes. All right, big up yourself, Mammee Bay. All right, that was Mammee Bay, and we now go to G-Star.
Yeah,
Yes, G-Star.
Yeah, fit in the man ended with G-Star. Big up yourself, Mammee Bay. First things first, did Correction ever mention why he believes Giannis is not a skillful ball handler?
No, my boss. I haven't.
He called since?
Since when?
Since that time there.
When he called to challenge you, you call back the follow? No, I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I don't know. Correction turned into you saying both. But anyway, quickly Zidane. When it comes to Jeremy Lin and Carmelo Anthony, remember what I said? The parallel between LeBron and Wiggins is pretty much the same between Jeremy Lin and Carmelo Anthony. And those who know, you know. And Carmelo Anthony was threatened by Jeremy Lin. All right? I'll move on for that.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, but because you don't really know. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. When you know, you know.
All right, my boss. You spoke to Carmelo?
No, I didn't speak to Carmelo.
Okay.
I didn't speak to Carmelo.
Is your opinion?
I'm inferring. Clearly, I'm inferring.
Okay.
All right. All right. Next thing now, here's another inference. Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the face. A ridiculous punch. Right?
Yeah.
It was similar to when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on the Oscars.
Yes.
Right? When somebody gets slapped like that, you know that there's something going on with Will Smith behind the scenes. Right? Draymond Green consequently said the exact same thing in his press conference. He's going through some things, blah, 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 and that's make him slap the, or that's what made him punch the youth. One of the things
he's saying he's going to take some time away.
Which is garbage.
Yeah.
Right? Now, for me, I think just like Will Smith, I think that was a bully tactic by Draymond Green.
Yes.
Right? Because you know that boy Jordan Poole. I cannot blame Jordan Poole too. The reason why I blame Jordan Poole is that nobody just in life generally up into your face, right? Once you push that person off of you, you should expect a response. Whether the person is going to respond or not.
But it meant he was not really interested in our altercation in that regard, though, you know.
No, but I'm just saying,
because,
as a man, as a woman.
Because since we never saw the video, is that a situation where Draymond Green just came up to him, you know. He was basically leaning on him and speaking in his face, my boss. So he had to ease him away.
No, I didn't say him easing him away was the wrong thing to do.
But I'm saying easing him away, it's clearly showing that the man never want to fight. So that's why his hands was down.
No, but fair enough. But what I'm saying is, once you ease him away, once you push him,
should be prepared for anything.
Push somebody in real life, what do you expect to happen?
Should be prepared for anything.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. So I don't get it twisted. Draymond is big time at fault. But what I'm saying is, Jordan Poole should have at least put him hands up or expect a punch so he can slip it.
Yes. Fair enough.
So a good while ago, I mentioned on this program that I believe that there's a good chance that Jordan Poole is going to be traded. Right? Or maybe I didn't mention it on the show. I don't know. All right? Here's why. Jordan Poole is going to sign for about $30 million more than likely. Right? Klay Thompson has a big contract. Steph Curry has a big contract. Draymond Green's going to have a big contract. Andrew Wiggins has a big contract and needs to be extended. Soon, James Wiseman's going to come up. So my point is, 2 years from now, the Golden State could have a payroll of like $750.
Who says Draymond Green will get a new contract?
No, he might. But what I'm saying is Golden State.
And we're talking about, when it's a new contract, we're talking about the amount of money, the big contract. Who says they will offer him any big?
Well, he took a discount last time, and Draymond Green's making $25 million this year.
And he's continuing to deteriorate as a player.
Sure, but here's the question. If Draymond Green is probably more important than Klay Thompson on the team, Klay Thompson is making about close to $40 million. You understand what I'm saying? So,
but
I don't know why Draymond
didn't Klay sign that deal before he got his injury?
Yeah, man, he sounded like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but if Klay Thompson continues to dip in form, they're not going to offer him any big deal again.
No, but what I'm saying is, even 2-3 years ago, Draymond Green gave the Golden State Warriors a discount, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I thought he could have.
So you're saying they should give him back the money now?
No, I'm not saying that.
I don't think he's going to get a big offer, my boy.
Well, with this, what happened.
I don't think the Golden State Warriors can get away with the performance of Jamaican Green offensively and beat anybody again.
No, but Zidane, you know why you should be happy? You know why you should be happy?
Right.
Because we've long said, what happens if Draymond Green goes to the Lakers instead of Russell Westbrook? So, remember we've been saying that, right? Haven't we?
Yes.
And guess what? It looks like, I would say it's a 50-50 proposition that Draymond Green goes to the Lakers at the end of the season. Why? Because I don't think the Golden State Warriors are going to re-sign him. Why? Because as you just said, he's deteriorating. And the question is Draymond Green's distraction bigger than his production? That's the basic.
No, but the Lakers would improve defensively.
And offensively.
No, sir.
Yeah, because why? LeBron can come off for the ball. LeBron can now come off for the ball.
No, Draymond Green
Draymond
Green won't improve the Lakers offensively.
Well, that's debatable. It's close.
But he would improve them definitely.
Westbrook's not a good shooter.
So Draymond Green would be a better fit than Russell because they don't need Russ, especially when you look at the players they brought in. They brought back the one that didn't sign the contract and now must sign for $2 million.
Dennis
Schroeder, yeah.
And don't forget, Lonnie Walker was a decent pick.
Yeah, there you go. So, all right, Lord G-Star.
And back, so.
Yeah, man, and back and playing well in preseason. So hopefully he can stay fit.
Yes.
So Draymond Green would be a nice signing for the Lakers if it happens.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, big up yourself, G-Star. All right, we'll take another break on the Sports Desk. We're coming back. And we go back to the phone lines. We understand that St. Jago is online. St. Jago.
Good day, Mr. Zidane.
Good day, St. Jago.
Yes, I see you sent Orwell off on a mission to give us commentary on our Manning Cup match.
Yeah, man. Camperdown versus Heidel. Heidel is the home team, yes.
Heidel Camperdown, yeah, that's a nice match.
Yes.
And, yes, and Higgins need the practice, you know. He need the, you say now the apprentice. Deigo mentioned with respect to John Campbell.
Yes.
About the administrators perhaps being personal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a better word for Deigo is particular. You see, the people treat each case on its own. Each case singularly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So your offense might be similar to our next man. But there might be something else that distinct.
Yes.
So we don't want to say it's really personal. It's just particular. It's unique.
No, St. Jago, if I am on the panel, my boss, because I'm a human being, and they say I went to St. Jago's house. We say, hold on, we say, Jago, we are Jago people, I'll show you our ID. And you say, okay. And then we don't hear nobody come open the door. And then when you check our stuff, St. Jago gone.
Mm-hmm.
Then that is a little bit different from Jago.
Yeah.
Move from what I'm open. Tell us if you come 9 o'clock later tonight. We'll not do so.
Yes, man.
Different.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get a little touch up, my
I've been
boss.
listening to your analysis, Dan, and you're dead right. Matter of fact, in one sentence, if you mention the word ignorant, and not even sure if you was using it in the right sense, but I think young Campbell must have been ignorant of the law. Listen to me, he must.
Yeah, man, I was usually in the right context.
Right, you said it yesterday, that
yes.
he never know that of the penalties.
The potential penalties, unless he's a fool. If
and
he knew...
he perhaps never know that him can be tested outside of the windows. You see me?
Yes.
Because that is the only thing that could explain him refusing the test.
Thank you very much.
It's like a policeman come in front of you and stop you, you know. And you mow down the man, you know. If him says stop, you stop. For Campbell to refuse the test is the worst offense cannot worse. And you said it then. If you refuse the test and get a lesser sentence than if you take the test and positive, that don't make sense.
No.
Everybody can refuse the test.
There you go. If I refuse the test and it's only 4 years, so they say no drugs in your system means 2 years.
Yeah.
But depending on the drugs found in your system, it could be 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, if I have the drugs that enhance my performance in my system, I know that I will get 4 years if that is found in me. When I'm caught, my boss, and they say, come test, I say, no.
All right.
I'm going to take the 2 years.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't make any sense. You have to give them the maximum for it as well, potentially.
Exactly. So refusing to be tested must be the worst case scenario.
Yes.
All right. No, young Campbell, you know, my batsman, Craig Brathwaite, like to open with him, you know, because Campbell is a little unorthodox and he is a little aggressive. And Brad Chait like to take him time. So him want him partner at the other end to sort of a free scoring. Which is why I don't want to open with like Shanda Paul or so. I prefer open with John Campbell. Because John is a man who has head stump, passing leg stump, So he is called French cut. So it's a pity.
Yes.
No, this is a little advice to his lawyer. I see as a lovely young lady. I don't know her age and her experience, but this is my advice to her because I don't know what her approach was to the panel. You better never know that outside of the window he can be tested. Because as I said, that is the only way I can see a man refusing.
I would have given that argument as well. Say, I apologize, but I thought I was within my right to say, listen, no, you come outside of the window.
Right, and if him cuss off a man, them and tell them for Lego boy and all them things, whatever, it is in the context of him thinking that they were violating his right. That means he was thinking that only the window then can come in.
Yes.
People ask the question, for instance, why test outside of the window? Remember, people is a cat and mouse game. They are masking agents.
Yes.
That's it. Matter of fact, the guys who take the drugs are better doctors than the thing there.
Yes.
The administration. It's a cat and mouse game. So, yes, it's special and Jago had on your station about us giving them tips if we know of anybody misusing drugs. So, if whatever, and I'm saying this is the case with Campbell, but Jago testing outside of the window is one step up.
Yes.
It's a little thing up their sleeve, it's a card up their sleeve.
Yes.
So, plus, and Dr. Wright, Paul Wright, tell us about this. It's very costly to administer the test, Zidan. People tell you about imagine you taking doctors and professionals to Montego Bay and all of that, Sometime overseas, sometime in a bush, sometime in a mountain.
But weren't there a time when Jamaica was criticized for not testing properly?
Yes, when this lovely lady was
Anne Shirley.
Anne Shirley, man.
And there was that big thing which with her, my boss, and people were saying that.
Come a long way.
Yes, and Jamaica was incredible in terms of testing people.
Exactly. No, that just come a long way to salvage them reputation. Yes, them had a little foul up when them never test the young girls who set the record in the arm. Really.
I don't think that is I don't think that is relevant to this point. Case
no, it's irrelevant to this. But I'm just talking about Jago's reputation still. It's irrelevant to this.
Yeah.
So if better Campbell tell man them say, boy, I never know. I'm sorry if you tell them bad or whatever. I'm sorry for all of that. But I was under the impression that they couldn't test me outside of the windows. Because that's the only way I can see a man refusing to be tested.
Yes.
And it's very costly, not just to pay Dr. Wright or whomever is administering tests.
That's actually a good point in a sense, Jago.
Transportation and the professional fees is Jago have a limited budget,
Yeah, man, I can't pay it. You're right, St. Jago.
A taxpayer pay the thing.
I wasn't even coming from this angle, that listen, you have to pay these people, they turn up, they're going to tell them, say, come back 12 hours later or 4 hours later.
Not to mention the risk. I mean, you going out there before the 4 o'clock.
But really don't understand. I don't know how anybody defend John Cameron in this, my boss.
No,
I could understand a different situation where you can say a clear error or a mistake.
Okay, Red Ferreira has asked us to sort of rally behind him. Him sort of asked in the Sunday Gleaner.
Yeah.
I was reading an article from Orion Buchanan where Red is asking like the Jamaica Cricket Association and the public in general to sort of give Campbell some support. So the best support I can give him is to say that boy, he really never know that him can be tested one away, randomly.
All right, St. Jago.
So that's the best argument.
All right, cool.
Easy.
Big. All right, let's go back. Chelsea man.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Chelsea man. Yes.
Good afternoon, my boss. Why, you see this John Campbell thing, you sound a little bit insensitive to me.
No,
I'm going to tell you why,
Yes.
My analogy. See?
Yes.
You are driving a car to work morning, see?
Yes.
You accidentally hit someone, that person dies, right?
Yes.
Not a scenario, I'm just saying, that same person now, you go in yard, go, KILL, see? The person, right? The person dead, right? In the two situation, the person dead, right?
Yes.
So, in the one with the car, that would have been manslaughter case, right?
Yes, an accident. Yes, a manslaughter.
Manslaughter, right?
Yes.
And you go to the people in them house, go do whatever. That wouldn't be murder, right?
Yes.
First degree or whatever degree you want to be.
Yes.
Which one of those you think scenarios should get the more serious sentencing?
The murder.
Murder.
Yes.
So that is all Arville has been saying for the past whatever time the thing happening, my boss. No, that is all most persons are saying.
You're saying John Campbell's situation is an accident?
I'm not saying it's an accident,
So why you made that? Why you use that analogy?
Wait no man. It's not an accident per se, but,
no, but that means
look at this.
He
has not been the person them come to test him for drugs.
Yeah, but
they have not found any drugs, my father.
No, but here why your analogy can't work, no, my boss.
What do you mean?
No, here listen now. I gave you the opportunity, and the analogy is poor because John Campbell's situation is not an accident. He told the persons that came to the drug test that he was not going to do it. Now, how do I then know that John Campbell does not have illegal substances in him if I can't test him, if I wasn't allowed to test him?
But the thing is, Zidane.
So you see the incident where you talk about I'm going to work, that was just an accident. John Campbell refused to be tested. That is not an accident.
But wait, look at this now. We feel for understanding that the manslaughter thing, it might look as an accident. You can deliberately let the people them, and it is just a manslaughter.
Yeah, but because they couldn't find sufficient evidence to determine it. But I'm saying the evidence is clear that John Campbell never wanted to be tested. The conclusion that I will now form is that John Campbell is either a fool because he don't know that he could get 4 years, or John Campbell had illegal substance in his body, my boss.
You know what I get from all the conversation, all the things that you say about the situation, about it seems as if you get like a little
no, Baba.
Man, they might work. No,
No, but because over the years, we criticize the Americans and say the Americans have been cheating us in terms of they're not being tested and they might come in with substance and run faster than us. So we want people to be tested, my boss. We don't care just want the American to be tested, my boss.
I say, he man never have to get the maximum.
No, but if he get 2 years, I wouldn't bother. But I'm saying to you, based on how we approach the situation, I do have.
But you now give me the impression that I just say if you get no ear, no.
No, I
just say why you give 4 years?
Why not,
on, brother?
Why not?
You not show no sympathy, man. You know so.
Me?
Yeah,
but I don't think it deserves any sympathy, my boy. It's when you make a mistake. It's when you make a Chelsea man. It's when you make an error, you break the law, and I could understand how you feel in that situation. So, for example, if somebody go to the bank, my boss, and rob some money, and them find they say him rob the money, but when them check a stat, my boss, he used the money to pay for his mother. His mother has cancer and she need to do surgery. Him going to still go to prison for the robbery, But then the sentence will be lighter because while you don't condone it at all, you have to set an example saying that because your mother is ill and she's dying, it means you're going to right to go rob the people money at the bank. It's different from one now who rob and just a rob, and him a drive Benz and him a flash. So when you catch that man now where just a rob for flash and drive Benz, him going to get a higher punishment than the man who rob because he wanted to help his sick mother. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
Good, but and in John Campbell's case, John Campbell was very arrogant and was telling the people, them say, you come on my yard when me never tell if you come and never understand, say, I can come anytime. He was out of order.
Brother, I just a sympathy part me at all. I never say him never guilty or not before.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying, if John Campbell got 1 year, my boss, I wouldn't say a word, my boss. But him get 4 years, I understand why people him gave him 4 years.
But anyways, next topic again.
Yes.
So, because Jurgen Klopp is having a bad season this year, all what he did in the 5 year, previous 5 years, is gone through the window. That is basically an argument. Him no good no, him team a lose no, so him basically no good. That I say. That basically
he was never as good as Klopp or close to it, and it is showing up now.
As Pep.
Yes, rather Pep rather. Yes.
Okay. And would you say that his personnel that he had would have been inferior to Pep's personnel?
No.
Would you say that?
Not for the most part. I think they have been even Steve pretty much.
Even Steve.
I think Pep may have had a longer bench, but in terms of the best possible teams, I think it was pretty much close.
You remember the first goal yesterday with Arsenal and Liverpool?
No.
I think me tell you something like this before in terms of the zonal marking with Van Dijk they do. See? Van Dijk basically watch the man we square the ball to Martinelli, to make the goal score, Him not try to take the ball from the man,
No man, wasn't he isolated?
And a long out in
No, hold on there. No. The ball was given away. Liverpool was in
Watch the goal again.
No, what's wrong with your Chelsea, man? I'm saying to you, the ball was the first goal you're talking about.
Yeah, man, it's the same exact replica of the one.
No, I'm saying to you, the main reason why that goal was conceded is because the ball was given up cheaply in the middle of the partner bars, and Liverpool was exposed. So when the ball came to Saka, Van Dijk was isolated with Saka, and he was trying to jockey Saka. Saka played the ball to Odegaard, and then Odegaard slipped Martinelli through. That's how the goal scored.
Big up yourself, my boss.
Yeah, man, you brought me today.
Show the sympathy, my boss.
That's why I say I never want him to lose the money, my boss. But I understand why I'm getting 4 years.
Alright, my father.
Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Because we don't want anybody lose money that they earn. None at all. But I understand the 4 years suspension. We'll take a break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. Let me repeat, people. Because me, Christopher and Mathews, understand more than most people right now what is important to have money. So I'm sorry that John Campbell will lose, probably, potentially. John Campbell likely would be a part of the West Indies team for the next 2 years. And that is money. And he can't play any cricket at all. So we don't want that for anybody. But in terms of the situation, in terms of analyzing the situation that happened, John Campbell was completely wrong, my boss. And he subjected himself to being banned for 4 years. And I understand, based on what I'm hearing happened at his home, I understand the people themselves. Listen, you're going to get 4 years. You don't understand yourself. You're breaking the rules and you're arrogant and think about it. Back on line. Rollington Town. Hello, Rollington Town. Not Hello. Rollington Town. Pioneer. This is not Pioneer either. This is Pine Action.
I'm not even boy John, I'm there so long till me I drop asleep.
Oh, you don't realize that is your name, Pine Action?
I not even realize what I go and come there and hear Rollington Town and all kind of thing and they are fume. Because this your talk with 10 Jago for nearly 10 minutes. And then you have this brother come on back now, Chelsea man, and after you give him about 7 minutes to talk about John Campbell, then you give him another 4 minutes to go talk about this thing, man. Anyway, let me come on.
Him squeezing. No, to be fair to you, no, hold on, no, him trick my man and squeezing clap for me, man. You're right.
Yeah, I'm happy with the last argument. I just see people and him don't talk about John Campbell in 5 minutes.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
But me now go because you know me not call more than so let me give me a little 2 cents.
Yes.
No, Zidan, you have to tell the man then, I make them shut up, man. You have to be honest, but you are going like you want to leave inside it. These things, with this brother, is collectively burdened by association and players association and leagues and all these things, So here what? There is no way around it, man. It's wherever, however, whenever.
Yes.
And you're because it is collective, whether you or your players association and agree with that.
Yes, so athletes agree with these sort of testing policies by the various authorities.
In your contract, there's no way around it. So you have to stop telling the people and tell the people the truth. If you don't give me the chance to test you, me can't walk with any feelings when you want to walk with.
It's just as bad as you finding somebody with a banned substance.
You're not just like that.
It could be even worse in some scenarios.
The police pull you over and tell us they want to brutalize you because you're the driver and swerve down the road. If you tell him you're not brutalize him, what am I going to do? He might carry the station and go lock you up.
Yes.
And here what, what the man should have done then? He must say him violate the people then. All you have to do, because you see people don't like to take people to trial, That's why you see all of these court systems, them always have deals with some people and they make deals with them, So here the deal now. Show some remorse. Plead guilty and show some remorse and ask the mercy. You know, do none of that and whole lot hard.
I'm hearing from a good source. I'm hearing from a good source that they wanted to plead him out. Say, listen, we're going to offer you this. So we do have to go to a trial. So because you have to pay the people them for them time and everything is it costs them money. So they wanted to avoid that. But and he said no.
Here is a certain individual, who get caught up in something, And a man could have done 2 years and gone and yard and he made up for 10 years, Angry about him 10 years when But you want when say you're caught in a situation, man. You just plead guilty because you know you did mess up and you never want nobody to test you. But you don't have no reason to refuse the testing once you depart and the people them hold your brother. So once you violate the people, then you have to put you through trial now and they must spend up their money to put you through trial. They must give you the maximum. After going at the court of law, I saw some people deal with in a court of arbitration and all these cases. Me and a liar, but that's how me know them things never.
Yes.
So, me not feel sorry for no man about him earnings and them things.
No, man, you don't want nobody to lose no money because
it bans for people when you break the law, brother. When you refuse the orders and you sign to man, I feel your problem that man. Moving right along now. Draymond Green.
Yes.
Draymond Green now. Draymond Green thing now. Me I look back on Draymond Green thing, I say Draymond Green, he can be the verbal aggressor, But first, me as a man in the street, because me there, I listen to me I say me have to go check my phone and me go home and start tap my phone and I listen to my Tanbus station. I do me and him not share exchange number, Because me and a man just have that Tanbus station and everything when me say IG start come up on the radio, when we talk about Draymond Green, because me I tell the man, say, me change my view, Bridging I listen right now. Me say me I change my view on this thing because at the end of the day, Draymond Green was not the first one who put his hands on anyone. I mean, don't care who you be. You can talk all you want. Me not have, in a public space, me not have no personal space. But at the same time, when me can take to push you away, me can walk away. You have choices. So that youth, when him put him hands on that man, you have to expect whatever come next because Draymond Green is a youth from the street who will fight. And him put him hands on people before who want to him never fight. Nobody don't know about Draymond Green. Draymond Green the last time he go up in place up Washington and a little man violated him in a bar and he knocked him out in the bar the same way. And Draymond Green is a man who can guard 7'4" centers in that strong. So no feel to say him have a light punch. He knock out people before so the man have to understand so this is a youth where you don't put your hand on people with that. You understand what I say?
Yes. He was out of order, my boss. He went right into the young man's face, my boss, and was basically breathing down his neck, my boss. And the man eased him off. And he well wanted to fight the youth.
No, man, you don't have to ease him off. You can ease yourself away. Move. You can move to enough. You're not planting spot today.
So you're blaming Jordan Poole?
Yeah, Jordan Poole. Me not blame nobody. 2 wrongs don't make one right. Jordan Poole should never put him on Draymond Green.
No man, that's my space, my boss. No man, that's my space, my boss. And you're coming to my space, my boss.
No man, you don't have no space on the basketball court or anything.
I was standing there, and
you came. Me can't stand up where you stand up.
He came and was breathing in the gentle young man's face, my boss.
Real talk. If Jordan Poole did not want to have a fight, would he put it on
Listen,
Draymond Green?
the man, say Draymond Green could have the coronavirus, my boss. We don't want to catch a coronavirus. Come out of my face, my boss.
That's why him should have
the coach told me to start based on the training facilities and what we were doing. That's where I was.
I'm not gonna sit here.
Draymond Green for go from yesterday with the people and start with them. So.
One more thing,
because when Tristan Thompson beat him up, he never do anything.
Yo, you know what? It is been rumored that Draymond Green is angry with their organization because they are not gonna do him. This is his last year, and he's gonna go. He wants to go play with the Lakers. That is what is in the news.
The organization doesn't want to give him another big payday.
Because he's not big payday type of.
No, he's no longer a big payday type of player. None at all.
So him angry about that, and then you say I go get paid. So anything that trigger him right now, and I really Jordan Poole him angry.
Yeah, mentally, he's not in the right space. He believes that he did so much for this organization. He's the leader. He's the main man in terms of the backbone, in terms of fight, doing dirty works and helping them to 4 championship. He deserves a big payout. And he doesn't see that.
Let me run next some people where come cars, so them not say me I do like what everybody else. Do me catch you another day. Have a great day.
Big up yourself, final. All right, we'll take another break. We're coming back for more on the sports. All right, welcome back. And we go to Rollington Town. Rollington?
Hello?
Yes, Rollington Town. Good afternoon.
Zidan, what's up, man? Why, Zidan, listener, man? This guy, John Campbell, is struggling badly. Let me tell you something. if a man don't display sorrow for himself first, or self-preservation, it's difficult for people around him to do that, you know.
Fear.
Because you are going to now have to bend the rules in your mind to support him.
His
reckless movement.
No. Well, on this program, all right. Let me not say on this program.
On this program.
The other Orville is not saying that John Cameron should not have been suspended.
No, I understand.
But you have another program where I hear somebody saying John Cameron should have gotten 3 months, basically. You know, no, that is a joke. So I think the major problem though is that the length of the ban.
What they need to look on, you know, Zidane, is that Jago had some upheaval the other day, you know, and Jago is very straight and exact about how them deal with them things now, you know.
Yes.
So Jago not going to really change anything to please anybody based on the normal circumstances.
And remember, it's not Jago who were put in the position to determine his fate. You know?
Exactly.
It was an independent panel.
The fact of the matter is that...
So it's not Jago. Only thing Jago is gave them the case and said, this is what occurred. You think he should face the disciplinary panel.
What I'd like you to explain to me, though, Zidane, what is it that John Campbell was thinking?
That is
some kind of bluff or something?
No. That is what I want to find out.
Yeah, I don't understand. I can't. Any look at
refusing to be tested unless you have a valid reason is a no.
It
is just as bad as being found with performance enhancing drug. It is just the same. So what do you expect?
I don't understand. You know why? What makes it even worse is attitude after the situation.
And here's lawyer saying, let's make it clear, he was not banned for illegal substance. He has always been clean. Lawyer, we don't know if that is true.
No.
If you're not tested, we don't know if you were clean, Mr. Lawyer.
If
we don't know.
Then how it would have looked to the public? No. If anything else other than that was done. I mean, put it this way. That's why I'm saying Jago is in a position now where they have to be dominant with these things, you know. Yeah, it's not because we want it that way or because we don't have sorrow in our heart for anybody. We have that.
Yeah, I don't think somebody...
The matter is that...
I don't think you can run and hide from the test, my boss.
No.
And then come and say, I'm clean. Oh, I wasn't tested. I
Who
was tested
know you're clean?
I don't know if you're clean, my boss.
We're going to know you. Must a ghost.
Must a ghost?
There's nobody else but a ghost can know if you're clean. So you're breaking the rule in such a way that, and then I mean, I don't know. When they appeal, if they appeal, they can come with all the different types of stories and things to help. And I hope that some kind of mercy can be shown on him. But that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Oh, because he has laid himself right open for what is happening to him. And it's all his fault. It's not my fault or your fault. Or because me said this or you said that.
Yes.
The fault is his.
All right.
As simple as that.
Yeah, man. Good call, this Rollington Town.
By the way, Zidane.
Yes, quickly.
Poole, Jordan Poole. What kind of position he has gotten lately?
He hasn't gotten the extension yet.
But I understand that the extension was in the books.
Yeah, man, it's highly likely that he will get the
extension.
extension.
And it caused some vexation.
Yeah, man, that was one of the things that was being said out the road. That listen, Draymond Green is not going to get a big extension, and Jordan Poole will. And
Well, I hear that's where they are.
But what people from the Draymond Green camp was saying is that Jordan Poole, because he knows he's now a superstar on the team, and he's going to get this big contract, his attitude shifted, has changed. But I'm understanding that is not the case. It's really Draymond Green is the problem. Yeah, man.
So it's a jealousy thing then?
It seems so. I would want to think so.
All right.
Cool. Big up yourself, Rollington. Wonderful call. All right, we go to new caller.
Zidane.
Good afternoon, new caller.
Zidane.
Yes, sir.
Draymond Green, to a large extent, gets compensated to be the enforcer on Golden State.
Yes.
When you promote that kind of facade as an organization, then it's a job hazard that at some point something like this will happen. So that's all I have to say about that. Well on, Rollington Town call him talk about Team Boy Brady over the weekend or the ref them help him.
No, he did not.
But notice him stay far from Brady when them things they happen, when anything controversial, you say nothing about Brady. Mm-hmm. Boom. Funny John Campbell thing still.
Yes.
John Campbell is a St. Mary man.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm being honest with myself, I'll say him get a longer run in the team than he deserves. Right? Been struggling. And while personally, I want him to in the team, what him do, we out of bounds, brother. And interestingly to me, my perception of the type of person that John is not what has been represented in this case in the public sphere, brother.
Same with me as well, my boy.
You understand, John? Yeah. Come off as the youth.
No,
the man we know John. No, but when you listen even to more him, surprised than me.
When you watch him, when he makes his runs and you watch him in interviews and you see him go around, he doesn't seem like an arrogant person. So it's very surprising that the situation ended up the way.
Not only does he not seem to be the arrogant type, it could be said that he does not have the equity to even be anything close to arrogant.
Oh.
So I'm kind of surprised about that. Boom. Moving on. Fine action. I'm glad me here on the show, brother. Welcome back. Albeit when Arville not there. Yo, talking about Arville not being there, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are the football guru.
No, I do the games on the weekend.
Well on. You do the games, but you do the bigger games then, yeah, sir.
Doncaster Cup. I do Doncaster Cup. Myself and Sean Orville does Manning Cup.
Okay.
It's not a matter of bigger. It's not a matter of bigger.
Or the cricket man going to do the football and you in the studio. You know, see him right. And me, Arville, no, I not even want to talk about Arville because I'm not there. But make you an example about the John Campbell thing. You as a teacher or you as a school. Let's call it a school. And you have BA students, 30, 40, 50, 70 A students in the maths, right? Mm-hmm. They might do well on the school exam. Mock exam, them get 90, 99. Then them go to CXC and them fail. Me, here I'm on this morning. Oral, you me talking now?
Yes.
I say, Jamaica, Jago, not for pressure our Jamaicans. So, I suggest we should be insular and have lax standards for drug testing in Jamaica and don't mete out the kind of punishments that the things deserve. And then when the Jamaican then go overseas and expect that lax, they all get bite, brother. And that's just my opinion.
All right.
You have to strong at home.
Yeah. Is that argument? Mir Wallace said the man should have get 6 months and 3 come out for the 3 where miss already. All them think there's some joke thing about.
Yeah. But
the Americans them can do all them things that we know. So we don't have the money to match Americans and the Russians in terms of cheating, So if we go and everybody go and set their own free easily, then the Americans go and cheat, the Russians go and cheat, and the Russians authorities give them 2 and 3 months and get them to run again and beat up the world. It can't work, my boss. It's a joke.
I don't support that.
No. But the game is 3 o'clock, my boss, and not 3:30. Is that the same, Nicholas?
No, man, I don't want to beat up on the football, no, brother. Give me 20 seconds for the football before.
Hold the line, my boss. Hold the line. We'll take a break. We're coming back. All right, so my bad people. I said at the start of the program that the game is 3:30, so the pre-game show would have been 3:15. It's not the case because Issa want the games to be completed, and usually the rain started a little bit later. The games are generally going to be starting at 3 o'clock now. So the pre-game show is 10 minutes before we're going to play the final selection before we get out of here. That's it for the program. Thanks to all the people who took the time out to call. Thanks to all the people who took the time out to listen. Thanks to Oster Hoyt, Sean Grant, the producer, Nicholas Burr producing the hot seat now. We throw over to Royal Lakes playground there for Camperdown versus Heidel. Hope you enjoy. Solar.